Hello guys, so I'm here with a goal to educate a little bit the people that might feel confused about all this discussion about methods of teaching or learning and things like this, which one is better or worse. One, what defines something that's better or worse, or let's say work or not, is the results. What are you doing or give you results that you want? For example, do you feel secure that the way you learn in Jiu-Jitsu, the way you learn anything by any means, it's helping you? That's great, because no one learns the same way. Some people are visual, some people are more touchy, some people can learn watching a video. There's a lot of ways to learn anything. If you look at the Chinese, how they learn math is different that I learn. It's not intuitive at all. Or maybe it is. So it's become this, in my opinion, I'm sorry, it's this stupid discussion, where people actually are getting a lot of clicks off it. So I guess what they want from it, they're getting it, which is the attention to their method or to their product, which is happening a lot, People bullshit your product, but what they were doing are actually selling their own. So I'm not against any methods, you know what I mean? So let's say the word of the hour, ecological method, right? What it really is, right? It actually is a way that I like a lot, right? It's called, in my world, this is called positional sparring or partial sparring. I give you a goal and I create a fun game to make you accomplish this goal. Maybe the idea is to get an arm lock, right? And then you're not getting an arm lock. I'm not really going to teach you how to do it. Maybe I'm going to show you, hey, this is an arm lock. So, and then what I can do is just create something that makes you easier to accomplish something. One thing that I do a lot, for example, when I want to practice side control, right? Let's say the person on bottom wants to learn how to escape side control. So what happens is, the first part of the drill, I'll tell the guy on top, hey, you are trying to mount. So the person on bottom knows and expect the person try to mount. So they, once they mount, they escape, so maybe it's easier for them to escape. Let's say now I say, okay, the guy on the top can only work a submission from side control. So now you don't have to worry about the mount and you only have to worry about submission. And then we can work a different mindset, which is now the person on top is just gonna hold you. So now guess what? You're gonna have to push and just do what it takes to escape a position. So see, in one situation, I created a variety of options. Which one's better? It does not matter, you know what I mean? But they're all fun. You learn something about it. You can learn maybe how to escape an arm. You can learn how to protect yourself. You can learn a lot of things, but also we gotta understand some people are more intuitive. They just very good problem solvers. So I'll say that the method A, where you just teach them a concept, for a good problem solver, it's great. They go, oh, there's a leg here. I move the leg out of the way. I go around. I unravel this. Great, it works. But it's gonna be a point that I need a tool, and then you teach them a tool, which would be the traditional method of teaching a technique. So I think this is important. And the disservice that I'm talking about is that instead of acknowledging that there are different ways that people learn, and also there are different ways that people are better at teaching, you know what I mean? So I think it's important for a good teacher to recognize that, that some people are a little more analytical, some people are being more intuitive, some people need for you to grab their hands and move from here to there, So guys, a good teacher is the one that understands the needs of their student. In the same class, sometimes I'm teaching something, I just tell my guys, hey, don't think about it, just go. That's usually people that overanalyze things. Maybe if you just tell them, hey, just go, they might be stuck. They might not be stuck. So guys, if you like people that talk in, riddles, great. that's gonna be your niche. That's gonna be the school you're gonna be in. If you like people that just do self-defense, that's gonna be your school. If you like more of a, more like a practical approach, great. But understand there's gonna be moments in your development as a martial artist that you need a little bit of both. So guys, take credit on learning all the ways. Again, I go to a beginner class on my school. Sometimes I just teach them an arm lock, and I teach them the mechanics. They perform the arm lock, but guess what? Sometimes they can never do it. So then I create a partial sparring, or I create a game where now this guy can develop that skill. There's no right or wrong. That is what works for you, as long as there's care and there is actually technical efficiency. All right, guys? So let's stop clickbaiting on this. Pick the teacher, the instructor, the video, the type of class that works best for you. You know what I mean? And the best thing about it, guys, as long as you're on the mat, as long as you're training, as long as you're safe, as long as you work in your personal development, as long as you're a problem solver, that's all that matters. Okay? Get off Instagram, get off that discussion, and just go train. Appreciate your coach. If he does approach A, approach B, approach C, maybe that's the one that works for you. If you're in that school, it's because it works for you. It's because the community is there. It's because your friends are there. It's because everyone is there to see you succeed. As long as you're succeeding on the mats, that's all that matters. Enjoy, keep training Jiu-Jitsu, and I'll see you on the mats. Peace.